Tonight, an incredible rescue after a young Minnesota boy was lost in a cornfield with his dog for 10 hours in near freezing temps. Plus, the number 15 is shining tonight in Esco as the community pays tribute to one of its football players who died unexpectedly. But first, we're live from the Minnesota Slip as the William A. Irvin makes her journey home after a year of restoration work.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. The William A. Irvin is homeward bound at this very moment. Here's a live look at the Duluth Harbor, where the more than 600-foot floating museum is making her way to the Minnesota Slip and Canal Park from Superior. This comes after nearly a year of being in layup for a few repairs and a fresh coat of paint. CBS3's Anthony Matt is covering the triumphant return. He's live for us in Canal Park. Hey, Tony, it sounds like crews are gearing up for a pretty tight squeeze to get back into the slip.
Yeah, Kristen, it's going to be a tight squeeze out here indeed, and I'll tell you why. Behind me, that's the slip bridge. Right now, it's pinned up as high as it can possibly be, and that's so the Irvin can fit through there. But even though it's pinned up high, it's going to be a tight squeeze. It'll be about 14 inches of clearance, so 7 inches on either side of the Irvin to get through there. But getting here will be a major process as well. City officials wanted to begin the move somewhere around 3 o'clock today, but that was pushed back to about 5. Officials say that was due to the wind speeds, which can't exceed 5 miles per hour to do this move safely. The process to move the ship to the slip is an all-day event involving many different organizations like the DECs, some engineering companies, and the city of Duluth. Ultimately, it ends up being a handful of tugboats latching on and pulling the ship home. They also have to turn it 180 degrees so as to back it into the slip, so to speak. Getting it over here is the easy part. Getting it in, well, that's going to take a while.
There's going to be a winch that's brought from the bow of the boat, the front of the boat, all the way in to Minnesota Slip. And it's going to be just kind of slowly winched in. And once they do that, they're going to have those heavy wheel loader machines over there. They're going to be able to connect to the side of it and also pull against the wall. So really keep the alignment as it goes through.
Now, that will take a very long time. While using that process we just heard described, they'll only be able to move the ship about 1 foot every 4 seconds. Now, the Irvin's 611 feet long, which means in a perfect world, it could take as long as an hour just to move her through the slip. Now, one other interesting thing of note out here, you can see these barges here. Basically, what they've done is they've lined these up to act as an extension of the slip, so these can break water and also be used to guide the Irvin in safely and without damaging anything.
I wouldn't want to be one of those people guiding it, but hey, Tony, this has been such a long process from start to finish. I'd imagine people are pretty happy and excited that the end is in sight.
Oh, absolutely, Kristen. You know, we can't forget that this isn't just about the Irvin. We've spent about $6.5 million cleaning up contamination in the slip, capping that off and getting that all done. So that's been a years-long process. Then we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to repair and repaint the Irvin as well. So this is a years-long process, and I think once the Irvin's in tonight, there will just be a very large collective sigh of relief across the city of Duluth.
I'll be a part of that for sure. All right, thanks, Tony. We'll check in with you later as she continues to make her way home. Let's check in now with Dave for a look at the weather. As we heard from Tony, the wind is a big factor in this, 5 miles per hour.
I think we can cooperate with that
here
tonight, too. The wind should stay in that range for the next day or so. So we eye up the upper Midwest. Yesterday's low pressure system is departing. Higher pressure is slowly ambling in. So the splitting of the difference means we'll have a cloudy sky, but mostly dry conditions tonight. We see some showers to our west. Those may try to sprinkle on us, but by tomorrow that high pressure cell should take over and bring us a little bit of sunshine. So here's the latest on what's going on with the Irvin, and it looks like she indeed is getting pulled across the bay with tugboats. I have a feeling that Lieutenant Davin Scott's Sea Cadets are helping out with the process again, just like they did last year when it got over to Fraser Shipyard. So good luck to all hands aboard tonight. Cloudy but calm, so the process should go out without a hitch. Temperature around 40 degrees. Tomorrow morning, still cloudy, 35 degrees, but that higher pressure cell should take over in the afternoon. A clear to partly cloudy sky and a high of 52. Will that decrease or increase by Friday? We'll let you know in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Authorities have a man in custody after finding the body of a missing Cass County woman. Aiken County authorities found the body of Michelle May this afternoon on private property near Swatera. That's about 30 miles southwest of Grand Rapids. 35-year-old Michelle May was missing for nearly 2 weeks. The medical examiner says her death appears to be a homicide. Full autopsy results are still pending. According to police, the property where searchers found May's body belongs to 34-year-old Joshua Cargela of Swatera. He was already in custody for a probation violation and has a felony conviction. We're told charges are pending through the Aiken County Attorney's Office. It's been over a month since fire destroyed the Adas Israel Synagogue in Duluth. What's left of the building is still sitting on the corner of 3rd Street and 3rd Avenue East. There's no word on the timeline when the demolition will begin. You'll recall the fire broke out on the morning of September 9th. Matthew Amiot faces charges for setting it. We'll continue to provide updates as they become available. An emotional night in Esco as the high school football team plays its first game since tragedy struck last week. Jackson Pfister collapsed during the team's game in Aiken on Friday. The 15-year-old later died at the hospital. As the team takes the field against Crosby Ironton at home tonight, both teams and the community are coming together to show their support. CBS3's John Cardinelli is at that game in Esco.
The energy right now is incredible. People are gathering right now just before game time. They passed out these special flags with Jackson's name, and both teams are wearing these blue wristbands. Jackson's coaches and team plan on honoring him tonight by wearing a decal of his number and on their helmets and wristbands. The opposing team, Crosby Ironton, also plans on wearing the decals. I talked to the head coach of Crosby Ironton before the game about why the team decided to wear Jackson's number and wristband.
Well, the ribbons were given to us coaches by actually one of our students that made them earlier this week. So all us coaches will be wearing those. And then the wristbands, we just trying to find something to help support the ESCO football program and the community.
After the game tonight, players and coaches are expected to speak about Jackson's mark on the team. Tonight at 10, we'll bring you reaction from players and coaches who knew Jackson best.
All right, thanks, John. That support is continuing as the Minnesota Wilderness hockey team and many others are also honoring Pfister. The Cloquet-based team plans to wear a number 15 sticker on their helmets for the rest of the season. They'll also have a moment of silence before Friday's game, which starts at 7. A 6-year-old boy is safe this morning after being lost in a cornfield with his dog for 10 hours overnight in near freezing temperatures. The Sherburne County Sheriff's Office says Ethan House was found around 2 a.m. in a field not far from his home in Palmer Township, which is just north of Becker. Around 600 volunteers turned out to help search for Ethan, who went missing around 4 p.m. yesterday after getting off his school bus and running off to play with the family dog, Remington. One of those volunteers, Steve Fines, who owns a drone imaging company, brought a drone with a thermal camera. The device spotted Ethan and the family dog in a cornfield east of the family's home, and that area had already been searched by volunteers.
You could hear the excitement in their voice. They were not walking to this site, they were running. You know, you could hear them breathing heavily and crashing through bush and through the cornfields and everything.
Ethan was brought to a hospital early this morning. Authorities say he was cold overnight when the temperatures were in the low 40s, but otherwise, he's doing okay. Meanwhile, Rochester firefighters are in Duluth today to take advantage of the world-class training facility at Lake Superior College. 5 new firefighters joined the Rochester crew and are currently going through training. The department heard about the facility at Lake Superior College and decided to drive up. They can get hands-on training, fighting real fire, learning to communicate, and work as a team.
It was great. Honestly, it was an honor to be here. It was a great experience. We found out that we were going to do this about 2 months ago, and it's pretty much been our focus ever since. Today's actually the halfway point of our academy, so it was a perfect peaking point for us in the middle of it.
This was the Rochester Department's first time in Duluth using the facility. They hope they can come back in the future. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, as vaping deaths continue to rise, we're learning a second grader was caught vaping in class. We'll take you to the Wisconsin school where it happened.
Another cooler than normal day today. 47 is where we got to. 52 is where we should be. We do get closer tomorrow. We just might crack 50 for a lot of towns. Getting any warmer for the weekend. We'll let you know with the 7-day forecast right after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. CBS 3 News is brought to you by Spirit Mountain.
Profile, it really focuses on nutrition, activity, and lifestyle to make it a long-term change. We're not looking for a quick fix. We're looking to help people change their lives forever. And we do that through our coaching, which is the cornerstone of our entire program.
It's Truck Month in the Northland, where we take on every tough job, any rough terrain, and no matter what comes our way, we keep on trucking. Yeah, we're tougher up here, and there's only one brand of truck built to keep up. During Truck Month, get up to $9,250 cash back on a Ford F-150 or lease F-150 for just $299 a month. Only your local Northland Ford dealer.
With the last leaves falling, take your chance at the final dollars of autumn during Dovember at Black Bear Casino Resort. November 2nd, 16th, and 23rd from 6 to 9 p.m., 3 players will be selected each hour to punch out a prize up to $5,000 cash. And on Grand Prize Night, November 30th, 4 winners each hour will get their shot at the punch board and leave with up to $10,000 cash. Earn entries starting October 27th. Visit blackbearcasinoresort.com for more information. Make the Bear your place.
Powered by passion and poetry, come celebrate Minnesota Ballet's brand new season, starting with our fall performance, Carnival of the Animals and others, October 18th and 19th at UMD's Intimate Martial Performing Arts Center. See newly imagined creatures by Mary Plaster, Mendelssohn's piano music performed live by guest artists, the Twin Ports Wind Orchestra, visual arts, and so much more. The Minnesota Ballet's fall performance, October 18th and 19th at UMD. Get tickets now at minnesotaballet.org or call us.
The Honda CR-V is perfect for people from all walks of life. From the daydreamers to the night riders, and the carpoolers to the lone wolves. Let's not forget the young ones, and those young at heart. No wonder people made the CR-V the best-selling CUV in its class. Now is a great time to shop the #1 CR-V clearance event. Hurry in today for a great deal.
Hi, my name is Linda. After 4 months, I've lost 48 pounds and I'm at my goal weight. The food is great because you can have everything, but in moderation. I just like being energized. This program has given me so much energy, I'm driving people crazy.
Everybody that comes to the island gets a lesson.
There you go!
Oh! He just took one in the groin.
New Survivor tonight. Thursday.
I am legally required to do that thing you do.
You could save his life. Never thought of making it about me.
Have I taught you nothing? Then the boss goes down.
You okay? Yes. You're falling down.
I don't think so.
You're on the floor. Agree to disagree.
New Carol's second act after a new mom. CBS Thursday.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Lulich Implement. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, here's the latest update on the SS Irvin. She's being pulled by a tug. Just got underneath the Blotnick Bridge, heading over to her slip after a long vacation and a big redo. Looks like smooth sailing here tonight. Exactly the weather conditions they needed to get the ship moving, which means calm winds. They should stay calm tonight and through tomorrow as well. They've been pretty gusty lately, so it'll be a nice break. And the cloudy sky that's above all of this action right now should go away tomorrow. Perhaps only briefly, but we just might get a day and a half worth of sunshine. Now, let's talk about the current conditions going up from the harbor, up on top of the hill, and right now we're eyeing up a live picture of outside of Ely there by Robinson Lake, where the fall colors are creeping in that neck of the woods, and it looks pretty gorgeous, and it looks like Robinson Lake is calm as well. The wind right now, it is westerly northwesterly at 7 miles per hour. The sky above is still mostly cloudy. Current temp is 45. Relative humidity 65%. Air pressure 30.04. the numbers going up as high pressure slowly takes over from a departing low. Temperature-wise, yeah, we've been cooler than normal past couple of days. We're like that right now with 39 International Falls, 41 Hibbing, 43 Moose Lake, and 46 in Superior. It's also 46 for Hayward, 45 in Ashland, and low 40s in the Upper Peninsula, and 39 degrees up the Gunflint. And then if you take Highway 1 through Finland and Isabella towards Ely, you still have upper 30s there as well. The trend continues to Orr, and like we mentioned, International Falls. So cooler than normal right now, cooler than normal today, back to normal tomorrow, and perhaps warmer than normal for the weekend. Doppler map right now shows there is still a little bit of rain activity out of the tail end of the low pressure system that's over us right now. So a cloudier sky and some very light showers west of the Twin Ports. They should fade away here tonight as the high takes over. And as the high takes over, I think that's going to mean sunshine for our region by tomorrow afternoon and maybe through Friday morning as well. But as early as Friday night, the next low pressure system brings back a chance for rain, but it's going to be a brief one. It's roughly Friday night. Should be gone by early Saturday morning. This low will be gone. The rain chance will be gone. And then sunshine takes over for Saturday before the next rain chance in turn hits us on Sunday. So it's a back and forth forecast here for the week ahead. Well, what do we get tonight? We get low 30s for most places in Minnesota. The warmer by the lake, mostly cloudy sky. In Wisconsin and Michigan, mostly cloudy there as well, with low to mid-30s for the low temps, and again, warmer by the lake. So up towards 50, 54 for many towns tomorrow in Wisconsin, Michigan, with a partly cloudy sky in the afternoon. Minnesota gets that sunshine as well, with inland high temps 46 to about 50, cooler by the lake. And now eyeing up the extended forecast here. Sunshine on Thursday, 52, goes to a little warmer and that slight rain chance on Friday. Kristen Saturday now looks gorgeous, partly cloudy most of the day, high temp 60. 60 on Sunday as well, but then the next chance of rain on that roller coaster comes to town. And this time it might linger. You get a free ride for several days because we could have rain and even a mix all the way through Wednesday. See, temperatures will be departing and going back down, and so another mix could be with us next week.
All right, let's enjoy this weekend.
Yeah, especially Saturday.
All right, thanks, Dave. The Minnesota Department of Health has confirmed 2 more vaping-related deaths, and we're learning an Essentia patient in Duluth was among them. Minnesota's first vaping-related death was reported on September 6th. MDH says the 2 latest deaths are people over the age of 50. Both died in September after being in the hospital. Investigators say the first patient vaped a number of products, including illegal THC. The second patient had severe underlying conditions and is believed to have vaped unknown products in addition to nicotine. Well, meanwhile, residents in Wisconsin are shocked to hear a child at a Franklin Elementary School was caught with a vaping device. He's only in 2nd grade, and he was vaping right in the middle of class. Terry Sater has the story.
It's here at Country Dale Elementary School near West Forest Home and St. Martin's in Franklin, where police say a 2nd grader was caught vaping earlier this month.
Well, I have a 3rd and a 4th grader at Country Dale. So.
Nicole Harold told us she was surprised she hadn't heard it happen at her kid's school.
So the teacher looks up and sees a 7-year-old 2nd grade student vaping in her classroom.
That's terrible. I mean, I can't even imagine. Obviously, the child's seen an adult or someone else doing that to even know what to do.
Police say the Smoke Novo vaping device being used by the 7-year-old boy was similar to this one. The boy's mother said her son found it in her purse and it contained CBD oil.
I mean, I'm sure that she regrets leaving it in her purse where he could get a hold of it.
Harold says she couldn't imagine having to be on the lookout.
I guess I hadn't really thought too much about my elementary school students being in contact with a vaping device. I don't think they would know what to do with it.
A social worker from Child Protective Services picked up the child from the school and took him to Children's Hospital to get checked out.
And hopefully my kids would not see me do that, or my husband or any other adults, but unfortunately that's a reality we have now.
We're learning authorities returned the boy to his mother, and police do not plan to file charges in the case. Let's check in now with Kelly for a look at what's coming up in sports.
Yeah, we got some football tonight. Both UMD men's and women's hockey teams are hitting the road this weekend for the first time. We'll hear from the teams as they prepare to get going up next.
Get Smart Wool at Northwest Outlet, the store that saves you more.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. New state-of-the-art dealership. Same President's Award-winning service. KohlerToyota.com.
My name is Alicia. One of the benefits of Profile has been referring friends. The best part has been watching friends of mine and other people that I know join the Profile program and have similar success and also start to feel great about themselves.
This is the nimble Chevy Trax, the versatile Chevy Equinox, the stylish all-new Chevy Blazer, and the roomy Chevy Traverse with seating for up to 8. The Chevy family of SUVs. No matter what you're looking for in an SUV, Chevy's got you covered.
Get over $4,500 below MSRP on this Equinox. Plus, current GM owners get an additional $1,000 cash allowance. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
Orcas Island Inn is now hiring, and there's a position just for you. Apply for front desk, housekeeper, bartender, server, cook, and dishwasher. We're hiring great people like you. Call or click for more information and apply today.
Are you a business owner in northern Minnesota? Vernon Insurance could lower your rates and provide better coverage.
The difference between Vernon Insurance and other insurance agencies is that Paul comes out and sits down with us face to face. Vernon Insurance helped us put together a package so we were adequately covered before we had a claim, so we were ready when we had a claim.
I have recommended Vernon Insurance because he's just been very consistent with us, and it's worth giving it a try.
Call, visit us online, or see us in person at Vernon Insurance. We'll take a second look and find a way to get you the best value and coverage your business needs.
Is your home in need of a makeover? Bob's Factory Outlet in Park Falls and Ashland is having a spooktacular sale through November 2nd. Get rid of your scary old furniture and save during the spooktacular sale. Reclining sectionals on sale for $19.99. Stationary sectionals down to $10.79. Stationary sofas from Signature designed by Ashley on sale as low as $4.99. All furniture includes free delivery within 60 miles. Browse our great furniture selection at Bob's Factory Outlet in Park Falls and Ashland today.
Hey, Aaron and Todd, what do you guys do on the bye week?
Buy a pizza, buy some wings, buy a Pizzone, buy your own.
Call Pizza Hut now. Get 2 or more of your favorites from the 5 and Up lineup, starting at just $5 each. You can't have football without the Hut.
Selfie?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think I forgot to lock my Buick. Got it.
At least your Buick's locked.
At the heart of every Buick Encore. Get over $5,300 below MSRP.
Profile is a really unique program, and we're backed by one of the biggest health systems in the world, designed by physicians and researchers, and we're able to actually guarantee that our members are going to lose weight. Trust in the plan. We guarantee that you're going to lose 15% of your weight in 1 year.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
As the UMD men's hockey team continues non-conference play this upcoming weekend, it's going to be a bit of a throwback. They'll take on Wisconsin on the road. This is the first time that the two have met since the days that both teams belonged to the WCHA, and the first time they face each other. Both teams crack the top 20 national rankings, with UMD at number 3 and Wisconsin at number 17.
It's always a tough building to go into and win a hockey game. I joked to those guys, they waited till they had a really good team. No, I think it's certainly a talented team, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun, to go back there and play.
They have a lot of skilled guys. They're a skilled team, so it's good to kind of play different matchups like that. Playing hard, heavy teams and fast, skilled teams. Just kind of getting adjusted to all the different game types there are. So it'll be good for us to play a team like that.
UMD heads to Madison, Wisconsin this weekend for that non-conference series with the Badgers. Both games will be on Fox Sports North Plus. For UMD women's hockey, they're fresh off their first sweep of the year. It didn't take that long. They'll travel for the first time to take on a WCHA rival, Bemidji State. The Bulldogs fared well with the Beavers last season, taking 5 out of 6 total matchups, improving to 74, 18, and 7 all-time against them. The last meeting may sting for Bemidji as UMD went on to sweep them in the WCHA quarterfinals at Amsoil.
I think they're really efficient in what they do, smart when they have the puck. Every year they're building, and just like everybody else, they're getting more contributors up front. It's a huge matchup for us, right? Every WCHA weekend this is no different.
It's the beginning of the season. You don't really know what to expect from any team. Any team could come out and play their best. I think we always play hard against Bemidji, and they play hard against us. They're going to take into consideration how we ended their season, and it's going to be a super good series.
The UMD women are on the road in Bemidji this Friday and Saturday for their second WCHA series of the year. It won't be quite Red Zone Live tonight, but we've still got a good regular season finale of games. Tonight on CBS3 at 10 as the final week of high school football in the state of Minnesota comes to a close before the playoff seeding is announced. And as we mentioned earlier in the newscast, tonight the Eskimos will honor Jackson Pfister. We wanted to showcase a few of the ways area schools have been honoring Jackson's memory over the past week. Tonight, schools across the Northland will wear the number 15 on their helmets. So very cool to see them all kind of coming together on that.
Great way to honor him for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Well, hey, before we go, we're going to head back out to CBS3's Anthony Matt, who is live at the Minnesota Slip as we await the return of the William A. Irvin. Tony, I hear you have a pretty big update for us.
Kristen, the Eagle has landed, and without further ado, I'll step out. We're getting our first sight of the Irvin rounding the corner as she returns home from Superior. You can see the majestic 611-foot boat, ship rather, being towed across the bay there by a few tugboats. We're expecting it to be here near the slip in about a half hour, maybe 45 minutes or so. They were hoping it would be here around 7, but city officials did tell us they got a little bit of a late start. So it should be here somewhere around 7:30. If you want to come down here and take in this once-in-a-lifetime experience, make sure you stay on the Canal Park side of Harbor Drive, as Harbor Drive on the deck side is closed right now. But you can see the Irvin right there being towed in. We'll have much more on this on the CBS3 News at 10. If you can't make it down here, we're streaming it live on Facebook and on our website. Kristen, I'm going to toss it back to you.
All right, good to see she's tugging along so well. Thanks, Tony. Now let's check in with Dave. Thankfully, Dave, like you said earlier, the weather has really been ideal for this big move.
Yeah, she doesn't need heavy seas for this maneuver, especially going through that blue bridge there with 14 inches of clearance.
Yeah.
Only 7 on each side. That's parallel
insane.
Parking to the extreme. All right, let's get a look at the 7-day forecast. We've got sunshine slated for tomorrow after a bit of a break here. We haven't seen too much of it. You know, there was a little this morning. I woke up, first thing a weather person does is look out the window to see if you predicted came true, and it was sunny, and I thought I was all wet, and then it clouded back up again. Oh, tragedy narrowly averted, but real sunshine for tomorrow, then just a slight chance for showers Friday night.
All right, thanks, Dave. Hey, we'll see you back here at 10.